Voyager 1 is the farthest spacecraft in human history, still drifting 46 years after launch. But here's the part NASA didn't expect. It suddenly sent a signal from 24 billion kilometers away, a signal that should not exist. Because when scientists looked closer, the data wasn't noise, wasn't telemetry, wasn't anything Voyager is programmed to send. It was a pattern, a rhythm, a message from a system that doesn't even exist on the spacecraft.
Scaffold presence.
Voyager 1 was never meant to survive this long. Launched in 1977, its mission was supposed to last just years. 5, not 50. Yet today, almost half a century later, Voyager is still out there, drifting through the cold, silent darkness between the stars. No sunlight, no repairs, no backup, just a tiny machine, billions of kilometers from home, still whispering signals back to Earth. But then, everything changed, because one day, Voyager sent a message that no one could explain, a signal that should not exist. And this was the moment the mystery began. For years, Voyager 1 sent back the same simple stream of data, predictable, normal, exactly what NASA expected from a dying spacecraft. But then, one day, something strange appeared. During a routine systems check, NASA's Deep Space Network detected a transmission, a real signal coming from Voyager's exact location. But the data inside didn't match anything. It wasn't telemetry. It wasn't coordinates. It wasn't instrument data. It was as if Voyager suddenly forgot who it was and began speaking in a language no one had ever seen. This was the last normal moment before the mystery truly began. At first, NASA thought the signal was just a glitch, a random hiccup, space noise. But when they looked closer, everything felt wrong. Voyager 1 was sending data, but the data didn't match any part of the spacecraft. Not the navigation computer, not the flight software, not the instruments still alive. It was as if the signal was being generated by something that doesn't exist on Voyager at all. Engineers tried to trace the source, but every path led to the end. The data wasn't random. It wasn't chaotic. It looked structured, like it followed rules, but not rules we understood. And the deeper NASA looked, the more impossible the signal became. To understand why this signal was strange, you have to understand what Voyager 1 was actually built to do. It wasn't designed for deep space. It wasn't designed for interstellar travel. And it definitely wasn't designed to talk to us from the edge of the galaxy. Voyager's instruments were made for one mission: to study the giant planets. Jupiter, Saturn, their moons, their magnetic fields. After that mission ended, system after system was shut down. Piece by piece, the spacecraft went dark, until only a few instruments remained alive. By the time it reached interstellar space, Voyager was running on less power than a refrigerator light bulb. So when a new, structured signal suddenly appeared from a spacecraft this close to shutting down, it didn't just break expectations. It broke the logic of what Voyager is even capable of. When the strange signal arrived, NASA didn't panic. Not at first. At the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, engineers assumed it was a simple glitch, a corrupted packet. A weak transmission, maybe just background noise from deep space. But the more they studied it, the less sense it made. The signal wasn't random. It wasn't drifting. It wasn't noise. It was stable, consistent, and most unsettling of all, it was repeating. Something, 24 billion kilometers away, was sending a pattern back to Earth. A pattern that didn't match any system on Voyager 1. Not any of them. That's when NASA realized this wasn't a malfunction. This was something else. When NASA broke down the strange signal, they expected to find noise or corrupted data. Instead, they found something else. The signal had structure, a rhythm, a repeating pattern that didn't match any known output from Voyager 1. It wasn't random. It wasn't chaotic. It looked almost intentional. Engineers mapped the waveform and uncovered something impossible. The pattern wasn't coming from Voyager's main computer, not from the backup, not from any instrument still alive. The signal seemed to be coming from a system that does not exist on Voyager 1. Somewhere inside the spacecraft, a new source was generating data from a place no one could locate. And the deeper NASA searched, the more impossible the answer became. Voyager 1 was never meant to reach this place. It was built by human hands. Yet now it drifts somewhere no human has ever been. Every signal it sends is a message from the edge of our world, a reminder of how far curiosity can push us. Maybe the transmission was a glitch. Maybe it was a new failure. Or maybe it was something we don't understand yet. But here's the truth. Voyager 1 is the farthest object humanity has ever sent into space, and it carries our story with it, etched into the golden record, traveling through darkness for billions of years, long after Earth changes, long after we are gone. Voyager will still be drifting, carrying the memory of WHO we were. So yes, the signal is a mystery, but Voyager itself is a miracle. A tiny machine, powered by fading heat, whispering to us across the stars. And as long as it keeps speaking, we'll keep listening. In a universe full of mysteries, some questions refuse to give us an answer. Voyager 1's strange signal is one of them, a message from the edge of our world, still whispering through the darkness. If this journey made you think deeper about the universe, consider subscribing. It helps us explore even bigger mysteries, and it supports the work we do here. And if your curiosity isn't done yet, there's more waiting for you. More stories that push the edges of reality. This is Scaffold. Thank you for watching.
A Scaffold original.